Well, I have some news from our Acharyas. As Kartik Brat is coming soon, so they are getting the last times of preaching, collecting the donation for the parikrama of Brindavan and accepting all the guests and people coming from the villages. So actually all of them are right now in preaching. Right now Bhaktivinoda Vishnu Maharaj from Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mission is in Oriya, is in Jagannath Puri, and today they are having the mission meeting at this time. So we pray to the Lord everything is going well with them. Also, today is going Srila Bodhayan Maharaj is traveling in Punjab area in the north. Our Srila Vishnu Maharaj from Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu is traveling in Bengal, and Bhakti Prapana Tirtha Maharaj is in the Assam area. He's sending his obeisances and good wishes to all of you, and especially to our President Gopananda Maharaj and Brahmaditi Maharaj, and but we count with the presence of other Vaishnavas that are with us for this meeting. Let's see if someone can join during this period of time. Some other sannyasis representing these missions confirm the assistance today. And well, we start this meeting by offering our sincere heart and waiting that the discuss of the topics today are helpful for the understanding of our sampradaya and our what are we doing in our mission, because this is the mission of Lord Chaitanya, who distinguish our lineage, right? So right now the most senior Vaishnava present, as I can see, is Bhaktialok Pramadaviti Maharaj. So I will request you to honor opening this meeting.
Namo Vishnu Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivinoda Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachaline Nirvishesha Shunyavati Paskatya Desatarine. And had the chance to meet our Gopananda Bon Maharaj several occasions. Srila Gopananda Bon Maharaj is doing well. Despite his advanced age, he is going on preaching. He went to Manali, to the Himalayas, to get a little bit of relaxation from the heat. The climate was very heavy in Vrindavan. We also had the chance to go to Jaipur with Bhaktivinoda Govinda Maharaj and spoke to Malai Goswami. Malai Goswami is very enthusiastic for the meeting in December on the celebration of the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha meeting in Jaipur. We also met the Goswami from the Radha Gopinath temple. He was very enthusiastic as well. And we spoke to Siddha Swarupa, the in charge of the Acharya Patram in Jaipur. All the meetings were very successful, very clear. But the most important thing came when we met with Pundarik Goswami. Pundarik Goswami is one of the most outstanding Bhagavata preachers, famous in Vrindavan, open-minded, very loving with all the devotees. He traveled extensively outside of India, inside of India, and he said for this meeting in Jaipur, we should make a great effort so that we can all be together there in a special meeting on this commemoration of this meeting. And Pundarika Goswami, he said he wants to bring the television, some channel of India to report on this meeting. He's also going to bring some acharyas from other sampradayas. And so he was very committed, very good. He said, definitely this meeting must take place in Jaipur. And he also said that after this, every year we should have this meeting. And the next meeting will be in Vrindavan in Radharaman temple, sponsored and organized by himself. So you can imagine how much energy and enthusiasm he gave for this wonderful memory, because it's a memory that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur sent Baladiva Vidya Bhusan to defend the Gaudya Sampradaya, and he got from Govindaji the Govinda Bhasya, the Srimad Bhagavatam of the Gaudya Sampradaya. Then we also went to celebrate the day of Sri Bhakti Bharati Maharaj. We went there and we visited the office of Harichandan in Vrindavan. The work for Veena Bengali and Veena.
Dandavad Pranam Maharaj, Dandavad Pranam.
Jai, jai, jai.
Jai ho, Dandavad Maharaj.
We were so happy to visit his office there in the Vinod Vani Gaudya Mat, which is actually a spectacular, beautiful Gaudya Mat. And of course, we also celebrated Bhaktivinoda Tacos Day. Simultaneously, there was an assembly of Gaudya Vaishnavas of very noticeable size. All of them had come for this celebration, and Bhaktivinoda Bharati Maharaj, one of the outstanding members of the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha, who also compiled many biographies of other members of the Guru-varga in his publication. So that was another meeting, very important. Then we went on meeting. Actually, we had a meeting with Gopal Krishna Maharaj from Iskcon, who is just now making many beautiful temples, one of the most outstanding one in Kurukshetra project, right next to where Lord Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Right there, they're making a chariot, which is going to be like amazing temple chariot, you can call it. It's like almost as big as the chariot in Sonar, in temple chariot. So it's going to be, there's many extraordinary things happening simultaneously. If we look into the world Vaishnava engagements, occupations, it is just surprising. Because you see, every branch which belongs to Chaitanya's tree is a part of the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. Some more active, some directly connected, some are totally absorbed in their different services, but they are connected and they're spreading the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If I just thinking about it, I just feel it's very amazing. Like we went also spoke to the Goswami who established the Vishnu Priya deity temple in Vrindavan, right next to the Radharaman temple. And he was very enthusiastic when he heard about the meeting. He said, yes, Vishnu Priya, he was told when he went to Navadvip that Vishnu Priya also wanted to come to Vrindavan. So he came back and he made the Mahaprabhu Vishnu Priya temple right next to Radharaman. If you go to Radharaman, it's just in the backside when you go the parikrama around. So then, as we were in Vrindavan, we were fixing up the office because you see, the Yamuna Kunja has been utilized as office of Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha for many, many years, sometimes with more symposiums and lectures, sometimes less. I still remember that Srila Bhaktivinoda Maharaj, he blessed us with his presence in the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha symposium, as well as Gopananda Bon Maharaj and many other speakers. So now we again started that, and we made the first meeting with Jamuna Jivana Prabhu. Jamuna Jivana, a very advanced and very beautiful Vaishnava who lived in Radhakunda for many years. So he blessed us and gave some wonderful kirtan and lecture. The idea is that every day in Yamuna Kunja, there is some event of Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha discussing different new publications or different topics so that we all know that we have a joint program. And this joint program, yeah, it's a great variety. So Yamuna Jivana Maharaj, he was there giving a class. Then Tamar Krishna Maharaj, the constructor and of the Imlitala, beautiful temple of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he also gave a class another day. And in this way, different speakers came and blessed our assembly. And we hope that all of you, when you come to Vrindavan, you will go to these meetings. We hope that Hari Chandan will also give us some lectures there. It's just like there may be not such a big audience, but we will always publicize. We can publish those preachings in our Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha or World Vaishnava Association YouTube channel. Then we had a very beautiful meeting with Bhaktivinoda Vishnu Maharaj. He was making a big plan, or he's making a big plan of traveling all over India. And we went with him in Punjab to many different places in Haryana, and also to have Chandigarh. So that was also a big, very important event because he is one of the persons who is pushing on Veena Hindi, Veena Bengali, and very active. Vishnu Maharaj is actually the sponsor of the Jaipur mission. So we tried our best to be part of this and to give a helping hand. So Yamuna Kunja, now there's another thing. We are welcoming Janavi Devi. She's going to come very soon. She's going to come to Vangsi Kunja, also in Vrindavan, right next to Gopeshwar Mandir. And she is one of the secretaries of Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha of our Veena International. She will be another beautiful driving force. Then we had our Bhaktivedanta Vamana Maharaj. Bhaktivedanta Vamana Maharaj is actually born from Colombia, but he has spent many years connecting other acharyas from South India, Ramanuja, Sampradaya, etc. With the Bharata worldwide Sanatan Dharma organization, which he represents or which he's member of. Then next day, we went to meet Swami Vikiananda, the secretary of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, and we discussed with him all the activities going on. And even though Swami Vikiananda is a sannyasi from the Shankara tradition, he told me that of Sanatan Dharma in the world, in the history of India. So he has great appreciation for what is going on in the Vaishnava world. And of course, we wish in this Zoom talk, we wish to have at least 30, 40 acharyas present. Of course, you know, they are very busy people. And if you get to talk, you know, then this meeting can last quite a few time. Anyway, Madhava Krishna is doing such a dedicated work that we can have these meetings. Without those organizational efforts, it just wouldn't happen. So, and you know, there's always some obstacle for somebody's participation. But we want the harikatha, we want the real nectar. Like, I'm just giving here some technical details of how we met with many people and organized, started working on the Jaipur meeting in December. I think it's the 4th of December. And we were overjoyed to hear that some Russian devotees like Isha Priya actually planning to come to that meeting. I mean, it looks like now in October, the visas are going to be renewed. Tourist visas to India are again made available. God save us, Krishna save us with this. But that some people from Russia are coming specifically, even some, we heard that some sannyasi may come. So it will be a very fruitful, very interesting meeting. And, you know, it may all be a little symbolic that we come together, we share with each other. But when the real need arises, when anybody of us is under attack, then this platform will go into full action, like it did in Poland, like it did in Russia twice, like it did in the Philippines. When somebody is under attack of our Vaishnava Sanghas around the world, especially in countries where we are the minority, we will be there. And that is to protect the plan of Caitanya Mahaprabhu, which is Prithiviti Achayate Nagaradigram Sarvatra Prochara Hoi Bimolanan. And so in order to fulfill that plan of Mahaprabhu, well, we have to open many, many more temples around the world. And for that reason, we are also are preparing a series of lectures called How to Open a Temple in the Western World, which very soon we're going to share and publish. So yes, Mahaprabhu and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada's plan is well aware, is well awake, is well dynamic, and it will go on spreading like anything. Now this COVID crisis in the world, it can only be a push forward for Krishna consciousness. Because what else can it be? If Krishna allowed so much madness, then something wonderful should also come from that. And we know that the Vaishnavas are all active, even though they were restricted by the COVID restriction. If I see the temples which are coming up here in India, we also visited the Noida temple in constructed by Lokanath Goswami and the Noida crew of Iskcon. It's such an amazing Radha Govinda Mandir. If you see it, you have to see it to believe it. I was in Delhi, 1975, when Srila Prabhupada opened his first temple in Delhi. That time it was a one family house with 3 rooms. And in the main hall, in the living room, Prabhupada installed Radha Parsasarthi. He installed them. And when I went there, Prabhupada arrived there. So I had a personal darshan of Srila Prabhupada in that temple of Radha Parsasarthi. And that was a rented house in Bengali market. Today, only Iskcon has 18 huge temples in Delhi, but huge, unbelievable temple with full-scale museums, service. It is really, it just lets your jaw drop. And then there's the many Gaudya Maths in Delhi. Now the Paharganj Gaudya Math just expanded into a second house. They're making something very beautiful there in the Pandava region, or the Pandava Mandir. And then so many other missions are there. Just as Vrindavan, the amount of Gaudiya mats are increasing day by day. We also met with Premananda Prabhu, a disciple of Bhaktivedanta Vaman Maharaj and follower of the Gaudya Vedanta Samiti original. He opened such an incredible place in Delhi, which you in Radha Kunj. He's serving many times a day prasadam to 300, 400 people. It is unbelievable and very amazing, delicious prasadam. Really, it blows your mind. That is going on, while on the other side also, if I may report on Madhu Pandit's amazing features of what he's doing, unbelievable. His preaching, his prasadam distribution has toppled 2 million plates a day. 2 million plates of prasadam a day, and thousands of other things and temple projects. And the last thing, we saw him with Prime Minister Modi and with Shamarani Jadurani presenting her book to the Prime Minister, and he took this book onto his personal private video on his channel, on his TV channel, and he praised Prabhupada like anything, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He also praised him while the commemoration went on of the 125 years of Prabhupada in the form of a commemoration coin, which the government specially issued for this day. So all in all, we can say glorious reception of Prabhupada Bhaktivedanta Swami in India by the top people. The most important leaders of Iskcon right now are glorifying Prabhupada. Lengthy, not just one word. A full interview. Shamarani was preaching so beautiful. Shamarani won many years ago the Audarya Award of the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. She was recognized as the top artists of Krishna Lila paintings, and that is just unbelievable how wonderful it was what she did. So all in all, these are a little bit the Vrindavan news I'm giving to you. So I'm sure I forgot a few individuals because we did go around. Oh, yeah, we met Parvat Maharaj. Parvat Maharaj in Radha Kunda. He made a Pushpa Samadhi for Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in Radha Kunda. Such a beautiful Samadhi, unbelievable, right on the Govardhan hill, on the edge of Radha Kunda. Is really, really good, really beautiful. And we have Pushpa Samadhi of Prabhupada in Mayapur, but we didn't have a Pushpa Samadhi in Radha Kunda. Now Parvat Maharaj with his friends, he established this absolutely wonderful Pushpa Samadhi. So this is a little bit of what I can report today. Yes, all the sannyasis, like Malava Krishna was saying, they're busy preaching, and some of them are not yet fully aware of this Zoom talk. But we have Tridanti Maharaj here. So I invite Tridanti Maharaj, who is preaching in the jungles in Colombia, in the Amazon jungles. He has a very nice program. And because he does not speak English, so I request Madhava Krishna if he can speak something, tell us about his experience of preaching in the jungle, que nos comparte cómo está la prédica en Leticia y todo lo que están haciendo. It is really a spearhead, a pioneering project. What they have done there is really, I mean, living there deep in the jungle and receiving volunteers and everything is very wonderful. So I just wanted to request Tridanti Maharaj if Madhava Krishna can explain it to him. From my side, I can only say thank you to be with Gaudya Vaishnavas. As it says, the most beautiful thing, seeing my Krishna Bhakti friend here, it touches my heart. Bhaktya vihina aparatra lakshai kshiptas chakamadi taranga madhye kripamai twang sharanang prapanam vinde numaste charanara vindam and vanchakalpatarubhas chakri rubayevacha patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Jai Gurudeva, reverencias, Hare Krishna. Acá en Medellín y la próxima semana en Lima, viajando para asociarme con Tapas Maharaj, Tattwa y todos los devotos. Deseamos tener Sausanga para que en las tres fronteras haya una buena compañía y que el programa ya está iniciándose. Tenemos ahí en Bársana un devoto que se llama Govinda Prasada, que está apoyando y está también cualificándose para hacer pujari en Leticia. Y con deseos de viajar.
Translate.
Deseos de viajar por Brasil, llegar a Sao Paulo y de pronto las islas de donde estuve la otra vez ahí no recuerdo, pero son las que quedan al frente de Venezuela y Brasil. Entonces para recibir el darshan allá en Trinidad y Tobago. Trinidad y Tobago es una colonia también británica, pero ahora también es poblada por los hindúes y hay muchos programas.
Maharaj, para traducción.
I want to go to next time to Lima, from Lima Association with the devotees there, and I go to Iquitos. And when I stay in Iquitos, I bring to a bark to Amazonas, Leticia. We have a devotee in Barsana because his qualification in a pujari. The name is Govinda Prasada, and he cooking in Leticia. Es el devoto rendido por Krishna. Now is recibe darshan en Bogotá, and next time he have to travel to Medellin and other place. And I want to go to Sao Paulo when I stay in Leticia, and I like to go to Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago is population for Indian people, African people, from Brazil and Venezuela, and Britannic people. United States, okay.
It may be, Maharaj,
yeah.
it may be interested to mention that the temple you are having in the Amazon is both, it's on the border of Colombia, Peru, and Brazil. So all the three countries are somehow other connected to this place. and it's quite easy to visit for those who come to the jungles.
Yes. Now, they in this place, they arrived some people voluntary. Now, Katha Upanishad and somebody to Poland going to the Selva and the Jampo going to a river there.
And also for the people who don't know, Maharaj opened a restaurant in Leticia, and they have a nice little farm project on one of the rivers going to the Amazon, right very close to the place. So they have a farm and a restaurant, and now he's traveling to get more people to be interested.
The restaurant is a nice place in the main town. Downtown is a good location. The Leticia is a point to go to Santa Rosa from Peru, and Tabatinga cross the frontera to Brazil. Somebody is gonna have a house, a small house in Tabatinga. He want to pray there, and many people coming to Brazil. They cross the river and coming to Brazil, and people going to they gone to Lima or Argentina. And in Leticia, the tourists is moving for touristic hotels, and some the touristic hotel no move the people, the restaurant, and because they have hotels for days and no coming. When going to the Leticia, ask for restaurant, vegetarian restaurant in Leticia, and we introducing to Takana is the name of the river. It's next from the temple. It's all. Yeah. I come back there and maybe 50 days there, and for making initial service there, because the Ecuador no have electricity, and we have to connect their electricity there.
It's real jungle.
Yes.
No electricity. Maharaj, I'm very surprised how good English you are speaking. I thought we need translation, but now we hear it from your own self in English. Congratulations for learning another language.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. I try to learn more and listen more English. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maharaj, for your report. Very beautiful service you are doing there in the jungles of the Amazon in Leticia. This very important place for the union of these three countries, Brazil, Peru, and Colombia. Very nice. And I will request to Krishna Bhakti Prabhu to please give us a report from France. Krishna Bhakti Prabhu is also an old member of World Vaishnava Association. He was also General Secretary of the World Vaishnava Association some years ago, and always having this spirit of preaching and lettering nice preaching in France. The last time he was reporting a new center they are opening soon. Prabhu. Your mic is off, Prabhuji. Krishna Bhakti Prabhu, your microphone is off.
Microphone.
You have to open your microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hare Krishna to everyone.
Hare Krishna.
I said just it is a miracle, like what we are living now. Only to see our Madhava in Germany and our Prabhu Paramadveti in India, and there is some intemporal spiritual substance within all of us. I can see you, all of us. There is ladies, there is Archana Nandini, Prema Equator, and so many nice, there is Swami also. And this is the miracle. We are living now. We are speaking a miracle. This is a miracle of Krishna consciousness. And we are not aware of it. This is what we came to Prabhupada on the year 70, and this is now, of course, I am 70 years old now, but we are in the same spirit that when we were 18 or 20 years. I think when I saw Paramadveti the first time, I think it was in Paris, he was maybe 20 something years old. So this is a miracle. I can see you, all of us. You are a beautiful person. Why? Because you are searching about the beauty of Krishna consciousness. And this beauty is a non-sectarian message of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the things. Prabhupada came to us to teach us to develop our consciousness. He never said to be in that temple, that camp, that camp. This is politics. No. Prabhupada has to develop our consciousness. This is the thing. And Prabhupada, a friend yesterday, Aradhana from France, who was almost the first disciple of Prabhupada in France, he told me that Prabhupada never wanted to banish other religion of the world. You understand? That means we are free people. Because of the substance of bhakti, we are and we must be free people. So about France, the new temple will be opening by the grace of COVID, if the COVID if the COVID problem stop, he may come to I think Van Maharaj will come from the Narayan Maharaj group, and Bodhayan Maharaj will come to open that center in south of France, which is a different guru are there to, a representative this is the spirit of WVA, actually, in the south of France. Mirepoix Yatra, it's called. So I hope by the permission of the COVID that our Bodhayan Maharaj can come, maybe on November, to open the center. Besides this, for the time being, as I said, to our Rasa Lila, which is also the French devotees WVA in France, Rasa Lila Devi, which is making a valuable work for WVA. Concerning myself, I am making a book about our TD Singh, Sripad Damodar Maharaj, who nobody understood his mission with inter-religious dialogue and science and spirituality. Nobody know almost. Some, like Paramadveti, know, but many don't know who were this Dr. Singh from Manipur. So I am writing that book, which is called Artisan of Peace. Not only Dr. Singh, but all his friends, Nobel Prize, philosopher, scientists, who are going in the way that Prabhupada wanted, that we are a person, God is a person, and each of these artisans of peace are speaking in this book. You understand? So for the time being, I am quite busy for this, but slowly with Rasilila, we want to make a pamphlet in French and English also about the WVA spirit and project. You understand? Everybody? Okay, Maharaj. So thank you very much for all of us. You are all wonderful person. I can see you on my phone. Please accept my heartfelt sentiment. The difference between I call you Prabhu and Prabhu's Mataji also, I can see you. The difference that when I said this when I was young is that now I am thinking of what I say. Hare Krishna. Haribol everyone. Haribol Maharaj, Paramadveti, Haribol.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Well, we wish you all the success on these beautiful projects and all the inauguration of the temple, the book, and everything. Thank you very much for always your enthusiastic energy.
Thank you, Madhava Krishna. You are also a wonderful person. You are very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Okay, now I will request to Ramnapur Prabhu is there, can give us some report. Ramnapur. Okay, then I will ask Rupa Prabhu from Guatemala. Hare Krishna, Rupa Prabhu. Rangapuri Prabhu. Rangapuri. Rupa. And I will give the word to Isha Priya Prabhu from Russia.
Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please, Prabhuji.
Я извиняюсь, видео у меня нету.
Janavi, can you translate, please?
Yes. Dandavat pranam to Maharajas and all devoted. My Dandavat pranam. Isha Priya Prabhu tell his video not working. He's apologized. He will speak without video. Yes. Thank you very much, Krishna Bhakti Prabhu. Very nice pictures. Hare Krishna. Jai Ho Guru-varga.
Прежде всего, я приношу свои почтительные поклоны моему духовному учителю Шриле Бхакти Сундар Говинде Махараджу.
First of all, I offer my respectful obeisances to my Diksha Guru Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj,
Моему Парам Гурудеву, всей Шри Гуру-варге и нашему дорогому Шикши Гуру Шриле Бхакти Прабху Махараджу.
and I offer my respectful obeisances to my Param Gurudev and all our Guru-varga, as well as my Shiksha Guru, dear Srila Bhakti Prabhu Goswami Maharaj.
Мы приносим самые почтительные поклоны и приветствие президенту Всемирной Вайшнавской ассоциации Вайшнава Раджа Сабхи Шриле Гопананда Бон Махараджу.
And also we offer our respectful obeisances to our respectful president of Vaishnava Raja Sabha, Srila Gopananda Von Maharaj.
Мы приносим наши почтительные поклоны всему совету или кругу ачарьев, всех старших вайшнавов, таких как Шрила Бхакти Алок Парамадвети Махарадж и многим другим.
And also we offer our respectful obeisances to all Tridandi Sannyasi who are present here in this Bhakti Alok Pramadvati Maharaj and another whom we have not know the name. We offer our respectful obeisances to all devoted who are present here.
Мы очень счастливы быть в вашем обществе.
We are very happy to be here with you today.
И мы являемся свидетелями исторического события.
And we are now we're present in a historical events. So what happened now? What's going on now?
Потому что мы живем в уникальную эпоху. Это Дания или према-йога Господа Чайтаньи Махапрабху, который длится 10 тысяч лет.
Because we live in a very special epoch, which give us by Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Иш Приya Prabhu, вы сказали какое-то санскритское слово.
Дания йога, према-йога.
It's called Danya Yoga and Prema Yoga. What give us Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Да, который длится 10 тысяч лет.
Which I don't know English. Which will be period in 10,000 years.
И именно Вайшнава Раджа Сабха, она призвана воплотить сокровенное желание Господа Гауранги, реализовать его на этой планете.
And exactly as Vish Vaishnava Raja Sabha is able to do this, to fulfill desire of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Да, и объединить не только Гаудия Вайшнаву, но и всех вайшнавов всего мира.
And make together all Vaishnavas in the world. Make them all together.
Что касается нашей деятельности,
What about our activities in Russia?
мы просим всех старших вайшнавов благословить нас на то, чтобы здесь, в России, мы могли бы исполнить наставления и пожелания всех ачарьев Виш-Вайшнава Раджа Сабхи и Господа Гауранги.
We ask all of you, all of devotees who are present here, to give us a blessing to fulfill desire of our Guru-varga and Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu to spread this idea, would give us our Guru-varga and Mahaprabhu.
Мы стараемся собираться каждую неделю на совместное воспевание.
We have every week 2 programs, and we try to make some devotional activities like chanting and hearing harikatha, discuss some scriptures.
Да, проводить те самые значимые праздники, такие как Шри Кришна Джанмаштами, Шри Радхаштами и все прочие праздники, которые очень дороги нашим ачарьям.
And also we make the celebration of Radhashtami, Janmashtami, and all important days what we have in our Vaishnava calendar.
Конечно, сейчас моя просьба именно к управляющим этим процессом, таким как Шрила Бхакти Алок Парамадвити Махарадж, помочь нам организовать перевод, который очень нужен для русских преданных, не только с английского языка, но и с испанского и других.
And also we ask the help for Srila Bhakti Alok Paramadvaiti Maharaj to give us idea how to make a translation for all of devotees who Russian devotees who also want to take part of this conference, but they don't know English and we don't know how to arrange the translation. Just they want to be present here also, but they don't know English. So if you can give us some guidance how to do this, we will be very appreciative of you.
Может быть, это не совсем правильно просить вайшнавов, что-то просить у них. Может быть, нам нужно было бы учить язык, но так оказалось, что мы не способны сегодня. У нас нет времени даже учить английский язык.
Yes, we understand this is not right to ask the devoted to put this question in front of them, and definitely we have to learn English and understand what is what the speech what present here, but still we have not time. We're not able to learn English and somehow in this difficult situation now.
Джана Видиди, если я скажу несколько слов о Сампрадае, то есть вы как сможете переводить?
Я не уверена. Я попрошу помощи у Ади Говинда Прабху. Ади Говинда Прабху, у вас лучше английский, пожалуйста, переводите, потому что мне очень сложно. Иша Прия Прабху, вы не против, что Ади Говинда Прабху будет переводить?
Да нет, конечно.
Потому что я, на самом деле, теряюсь. Некоторые слова я не знаю, я, может быть, что-то даже могу упустить. Кого? Ади Говинда, пожалуйста, переводите. Включите ваш микрофон. Харибол, Ади Говинда Прабху.
If he wants to talk a little bit about this.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It is listenable.
Yes, please. You please help us for translation for Isha Priya Prabhu. Isha Priya Prabhu want to tell something about Gaudya Vaishnava Sampradaya.
Sorry, but I have not so high qualification for translate it from Russian language to English. Why? You very fluently speaking. You very good translator. Please.
Prabhu, please, I don't feel qualified. Please. Okay. Isha Priya Prabhu, пожалуйста, начинайте.
Хорошо. Тема, заявленная тема, которая должна была обсуждаться на этой Zoom-конференции, это что Гаудия Сампрадая заимствовала из других сампрадай. И также, в чем особенность Гаудии Сампрадаи? То есть это не надо переводить, да? Джанови, если что, вы переводите. Если Ади Говинда, он по каким-то причинам, может быть, не может.
Translation.
Хрибол.
Janavi Mataji, are you there?
Yes. I'm sorry, I forgot the on the microphone. I apologize. Yes. Yes, today we have the two topic, what Gaudya Sampradaya give for us and what is the speciality of Gaudya Sampradaya, Gaudya Brahma Sampradaya. Yes, давайте дальше.
Хотя с точки зрения исторического, может быть, взгляда, нам может показаться, что Гаудия Сампрадая, она, как говорится, Господь Гауранга, Господь Чайтанья Махапрабху, он взял по два принципа: Мадхва Сампрадая, Рамануджа Сампрадая, Вишну Свами Сампрадая. Хотя это так выглядит, согласно его лилам, переведите.
We know the Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he take from different sampradaya something to add in a Gaudiya Sampradaya.
Хотя мы видим, что то есть мы можем подумать, что именно так формировалось учение нашей сампрадаи. На самом деле Господь Чайтанья Махапрабху – это Своям Бхагаван, и Он приносит в этот мир высшую, наивысшую и самую полную концепцию полноразвитого теизма. Ачинти Бхеда Абхеда Татва.
Это очень длинно. Шри Прабху, это очень длинно.
Смотрите, суть вот какая. Мы можем думать, что Гаудия Сампрадая заимствовала по два принципа из каждой сампрадаи. Но это лишь лила, потому что на самом деле Господь Чайтанья – это Своям Бхагаван. И Он приносит в этот мир и олицетворяет собой высшую полноту теизма. Это высшее учение о Боге. Более того, концепция Ачинти Бхеда Абхеда Татва является вершиной всех существующих концепций, то, что было дано в разных сампрадаях Вайшнавам.
Вы очень длинно говорите, но я попробую. We can think Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu take two some special quality from each sampradaya. But it's another point we can also understand that Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself, Swayam Bhagavan. And so Я прошу прощения, я немножко не уловила мысли. Вот он взял из каждых. На самом деле он Верховный Господь, и вот это последнее.
На самом деле концепция Ачинти Бхеда Абхеда Татва является вершиной всех теистических концепций.
But yes, but the conception of Abheda Bheda Tattva is it's a topmost idea from all conception.
Ага, перевели, да?
Ну,
Ага. То есть и мы видим, что как будто бы учение Гаудия Вайшнавов заимствует какие-то принципы из других сампрадай. На самом деле концепция Господа Чайтаньи, учение Господа Гауранги является вершиной всех. Это наиболее полное представление о Господе и наиболее полная форма бхакти.
So we can think the Gaudya Sampradaya takes something from another Sampradaya, but in another point of view, we know the Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva is topmost idea from all of ideas, the ontological idea. So, and it's in this Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva include all the tattvas, what is present before. It's like like source of all tattvas. It's another point of view on this situation, on this thing.
Наши ачарьи говорят о том, что существуют особые характеристики сампрадаи.
Our Acharya tell that every sampradaya have some unique qualities.
То есть первое, сампрадая имеет божественное происхождение.
The first, it's sampradaya have the I don't know this word.
Divine.
Divine. Yes, thank you. Divine.
Divine.
Да, спасибо. Кто подсказывает? Подсказывайте. Divine nature.
Да, то есть сампрадая имеет божественное происхождение. Как говорится в этой шлоке Падма Пураны, то есть сампрадая Вихина Е, мантра стани в Пхала Матах, Шри Брахма Рудра Санака, Вайшнавах, Кшити Паванах. В Кали-югу землю очистят 4 вайшнавских сампрадаи, которые берут свое начало от Господа Брамы, от богини Лакшми Шри, от Господа Шивы Рудры, Махадевы и от 4 кумаров. То есть, о чем я хочу сказать? Сампрадай имеет божественное происхождение, согласно вот этой шлоке из Падма Пурана, Сампрадая Вихина Е.
So, as we know from Shastras, all Sampradaya, they purify all the world. It's said in this shloka what Isha Priya Prabhu tell. They will purify the world. There's 4 Sampradaya who coming from Lord Shiva and Brahma, Lakshmi and Vishnu Swami in 4 Kumaras.
Да, значит, первый критерий, она имеет божественное происхождение. Второе, состоит из нити ситх. И Шрила Бхактисиддханта Сарасвати Прабхупада, он выделил особое понятие Бхагават Шикша Парампара. То есть тело сампрадаи, оно состоит из вечно совершенных душ, нити ситха вайшнавов.
And second qualities of Sampradaya, it's the Sampradaya conclude all the Nitya Siddha person.
Да, то есть...
And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he told us about this.
Да, то есть, смотрите, первое имеет божественное происхождение.
So, first of all, divine nature.
Второе состоит из вечно совершенных душ, из нити ситх, Бхагават Парампара.
So the present, second is present is Nitya Siddha souls.
Значит, третья характеристика опирается на шастру, на тексты Шрути и Смрити.
As thus, it's they have pramana from Shruti and Smriti.
Чем отличает сампрадаю от отдельных школ, известных как пантхи? Пантха.
How we can я не знаю это слово. Идентифицировать. How we can make identification from Sampradaya and another school like Pantha.
Значит, и четвертый признак или критерий сампрадаи, она дает целостную систему самбандхи, адхитхеи и прайоджаны.
And fourth, Sampradaya give us the systematic knowledge about Sambandha, Abhidaya и Prayojana Tattva.
Да, то есть вот эти критерии выделяют.
This is four criterion how we can understand this is Sampradaya or some another school.
Значит, далее учение всех четырех сампрадай, как говорят наши ачарьи, Бхактивинода Такос, Сарасвати Такур, идентично на 95%.
As tell us our Acharya, Gaudya Acharya, Bhaktivinoda Tacos, the all of teaching of four Sampradaya in 94?
Ну, 95, ну, приблизительно.
And about 95% is completely, totally same.
И разница в учении сампрадай только в акцентах, которые, да, в некоторых акцентах и в поклоняемых формах Бхагавана. То есть какой форме Иштадева-то поклоняется та или иная сампрадая.
And different conclude only the way how to make worshipping and the object of worship. It means who is what is the form of Godhead they take like the object of for worshiping. So only this how to worship and the object of worship, form of God. So it's only this difference.
Значит, 4 вайшнавских сампрадаи, например, Шри Брахма Мадава сампрадая почитает Господа как Балья Гопала или Нартака Гопала, танцующий Кришна мальчик.
Gaudya Brahma Sampradaya, the worship for Gopala, the Krishna who is dancing. Я прошу прощения, немножко забыл.
Нартака Гопал, Балья Гопал.
Nartaka Gopal and Bala Gopal. It's an object of worshipping of Gaudya Brahma Sampradaya.
Да. Рудра Вишнусвами сампрадая в современном мире трансформировалась в Валабхачарии сампрадаю.
And Rudra Sampradaya now present like Vishnuswami Sampradaya. Make some transformation, become
И почитаемым
Vishnuswami
божеством
Sampradaya.
в древней Вишнусвами сампрадае почитаемой формой Бхагавана был Господь Нарисимхадев.
And they worshipping to Lord of Narasimhadev.
Значит, Шри Лакшми Рамануджа сампрадая, поклоняемой формой Господа, является Шри Лакшми Нараяна.
And Shri Lakshmi Sampradaya, the object of worshipping is Lakshmi Narayana form.
Да, значит, и в Кумара или Читохсана сампрадае, поклоняемые формой божества, были Радха Кришна в Двараке, или, может быть, Рукмини Дваракеш, Рукмини Дваракадиша, или, ну, в общем, Радха Кришна, который пребывает в Двараке в Свакья-расе.
In four Kumaras, they worship for Radha Krishna in Dwaraka, Radha Krishna Dwarakadesh.
Да.
They worshiping for this form of God.
Наши ачарьи говорят о том, что хотя, если говорить о особенностях Гаудии Сампрадая,
And our Acharya, if we will spoke about the Gaudya Brahma Sampradaya,
то есть, да, Брахма Мадхава Гаудия Сампрадая,
Да.
Брахма Мадхава Гаудия Сампрадая. Если говорить, хотя до прихода Господа Гауранги идея Мадхурьи расы, она уже описывалась до какой-то степени, например, Джаядевой Госвами.
that before is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appear in this world, the Madhurya rasa was somehow present here, and in idea of Srila Jayadev Goswami in his poems.
Но только с приходом Господа Чайтаньи Махапрабху и его спутников Гаура Паршадов, Шрилы Рупа Госвами, Санатана Госвами, Шрила Радхунатхи Дас Госвами и всех его спутников в этом мире была явлена высочайшая сокровенная идея Радхадаси.
But only when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appear here, and all his parshadas like Srila Rupa, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sevam Goswami, all his parshadas, the Madhurya rasa appear in fully and completely become present here, manifest here
То
in
есть
this world.
Радхадасям или служение Господу в настроении служанок Шримати Радхики является высочайшим даром этого мира Чайтаньи Махапрабху и его спутниками.
Radhadasyam, this is the treasure gift for this world from Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, from Gaudya Madhava Sampradaya.
Ну, что это за дар? Я думаю, более квалифицированные вайшнавы, они уже могут говорить об этом, потому что я об этом говорить не квалифицирован. Что такое Радхадаси?
I not feel qualification to speak what kind of Radhadasyam is it is. Only senior Vaishnavas, realized Vaishnavas can told us about this.
Я очень бы хотел, чтобы старшие вайшнавы получили четкий перевод того, что я говорю, и могли бы сделать мне какие-то поправки и замечания, потому что мне необходимо в этом плане расти, и помочь мне могут только вайшнавы, Вайшнава Раджасабхи, наши Шикша-гуру.
I would like to receive from senior Vaishnavas and sannyasi who present here some correction in my speech today. So it's mean you need some nice translation of my speech to correct me and to give me a more deep understanding for this topic.
Я заранее приношу свои почтительные поклоны, прошу прощения за то, что перед лицом более старших, квалифицированных и выдающихся вайшнавов современности мне приходится говорить, потому что я на самом деле не обладаю никакой квалификацией, и мне даже, ну, как бы стыдно говорить в таком собрании, да, хотя сегодня, может быть, не вышли многие из старших преданных, но если мы даже скажем про Шрилу Бхакти Алок Парамадвити Махараджа, это же ведь выдающийся вайшнав, ученик Бхактивиданты Свами Прабхупады, саньяса, ученик Шрилы Бхакти Ракшакшитхар Махараджа. То есть как мы можем, по сути дела, что-то говорить при таких вайшнавов? Но если нас просят, мы будем говорить. И очень хотелось бы, чтобы они делали нам замечания.
And also I feel ashamed then I'm speak about this topic in front of all of you, and especially in the senior Vaishnavas like Srila Bodhayan Maharaj and another, just because they're more senior and I feel ashamed, then I'm not qualified to speak, and I ask the mercy to correct my speech, correct to me, and so I can learn this more from you.
Поэтому большое вам спасибо всем. Мы будем стараться и дальше продолжать наши попытки служить нашим гуру, нашей славной Гуру-варге, Господу Гауранге Махапрабху и вечно юной божественной чете Шри Рады Говинде.
So I'm thankful for all of you who present here, and beg your mercy to we can do our devotion activities and serve for our divine cup of Radha Krishna and Mahaprabhu and all devoted.
И по вашей милости у нас есть шанс совершать это служение.
And by your mercy, we can able to make any devotional activities, devotional service.
Я закончу пранама мантрой Гурудева. Гурва
Thank
Пиштас,
you.
Пракам Гуру, Ганайра Шишасам Хуштам, Чинти Самаста, Ведани Пунам, Шарупа Панхнугам, Говинда, Пхитхам, Джвалам, Варатанам, Бхактинвитам, Сундарам, Вандавишва, Гуру Чадиви, Бхагават Премнахи Биджи Прадам и почтение всем вайшнавам, Ванчикал Патурубесча, Крипасинху Бевича, Патитанам Паванабьё, Вайшнапхинамо Намаха.
Yes, thank you very much, Madhava Krishna Prabhu, Isha Priya Prabhu, and his speech. Thank you.
Джана, если что, вы просто, тоже делитесь, говорите, что очень многое непонятно или многое чего не получается переводить. Тоже, я думаю, что...
Здесь, может быть, Ади Говинда Прабhu сможет скорректировать, потому что мне сложно говорить про себя, что я перевела, что я нет. Поэтому, Ади Говинда Прабhu, вы что-то заметили, что было упущено из перевода? Можете добавить что-то, если вам не сложно? Вас не слышно, если вы что-то говорите? Включите микрофон.
Извините, все было нормально, все было хорошо переведено, вы молодец большой.
Нет, может быть, что-то было упущено, может быть, что-то добавить.
Нет, я не заметил, просто слова, конечно же, не конкретные были иногда сказаны, да, но в общем смысл был понятен.
Все же надеемся, что в следующий раз вы будете переводить.
У меня нет квалификации, вы...
А у кого есть? Хорошо, спасибо большое. Thank you very much, all devoted. Just we speak about it's a good translation or not. I just ask maybe something Adi Govinda Prabhu can add what I was missing from speech of Isha Priya Prabhu. Thank you very much for all of you. Thank you. Dandavad Pranam. Спасибо большое. Adi Govinda Prabhu, спасибо. Isha Priya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Isha Priya Prabhu. Thank you very much to Janami Mataji for translate such a beautiful nectar that encourage us to our Sampradaya, to this treasure we are getting from Lord Chaitanya and our Guru Parampara. Prabhuji, you speaking English very well. You also would like to share something?
Adi Govinda Prabhu, наверное, это вас спрашивают. Madhava Krishna Prabhu, you ask Adi Govinda Prabhu from Armenia speak something?
Yes.
His name is Adi Govinda Prabhu.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm Adi Govinda Prabhu. I can speak in English. Dandavat pranams to all of you. If you let me, I want to introduce myself. I'm Adi Govinda I take initiation from my Diksha Gurudeva Bhaktivinoda Tacos Maharaj in 2017. 49 years I was born in Armenia, and after educational years, I lived in Russian Federation and Ukraine Republic. And 2 years ago, I came back from Ukraine and decided to live in Armenia. 10 years ago, when I was in Armenia, by my devotee friends' opinions, we decided to register Pure Bhakti Yoga organization in Armenia. It was been a sub-branch of International Pure Bhakti Yoga Site organization, which was being created by Srila Maharaja, Srila Bhaktivinoda Narayana Goswami Maharaja. When I was been in 19 years, it was been 30 years ago. I first time when I was been in Moscow airport, I first time seen the beautifulest, exquisitely beautifulest photo of Lord Krishna in book of Sri Isha Priya Prabhu of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaja. And after that time, I love it. I fall in love for Lord Krishna because I never seen so beautiful face, so extraordinary, exquisitely face. By that time, in due course of 30 years, I was and I now also in Krishna consciousness. In 15 years ago, when I was been in Moscow, I met with devotees of Srila Bhaktivinoda Narayana Goswami Maharaja, and after that time, I began to have friendship with devotees of this month. And 5 years after, in 2011, we decided to register as a state non-governmental organization in Armenia, sub-branch of International Pure Bhakti Yoga Site organization, which was being created in 2000s by Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Maharaj. 2 years ago, when I came back from Ukraine in Armenia, in 2015, my very, very respectful friend and very, very high level classes devotee, Brajanath Prabhu, as you know, he a disciple of Bhaktivedanta Narayana Maharaja, once said me that when I inquire him about exist now in our planet spiritual men who have as minimum level of power, he said it was been in 2015. Brajanath Prabhu said me, answered that by opinion of Brajavasi, now in our planet exist two God brothers who, as they show, they have as minimum Baba level. And he gave me the name of these two God brothers. This was been Bhaktivinoda Tacos Goswami Maharaj and my spiritual, my Diksha future Gurudeva, Srila Bhaktivinoda Tacos Goswami Maharaj. And after that time, from 2015, I decided to read books, to see the lections, classes of my future Gurudeva. And at once, when I listened it, when I read first time his book, Vulcan of Energy, I decided that this must be my spiritual, my Diksha Gurudeva. And in 2017, when I was being in Armenia, Brajanath Prabhu came in Armenia, and we decided that by Skype I must take an initiation from my spiritual, my Diksha Srila Gurudeva. In past 2 years, I had a very near relationship as a spiritual man and woman, a spiritual brother and sister with Jahnavi Devi Dasi. And in due course of this the last 2 years, she said me about Vishwa Vaishnava Rajya Sapka. I want to recognize that I never listened about Vishwa Vaishnava Rajya Sapka. And in Armenia also many devotees exist living, and nobody listened about Vishwa Vaishnava Rajya Sapka. In any way, after when Jafnavi Devi Dasi informed me about Vishwa Vaishnava Rajya Sapka, I also began to have interest for this organization. And in due course of this last some month, about 4 or 5 months, I had many very interesting information about our organization. 2 months ago, our Srila Gurudeva, Srila Bhakti Aloka Paramadvaiti Mukharaja, given me the very good idea in order to I am and my near devotees that we can register in Armenia. We can create in Armenia sub-branch of Vishwa Vaishnava Rajya Sapka organization by name of Vishwa Vaishnava Rajya Sapka Armenia organization. And once after his advice, I decided to create and register this organization. And after, in due course of 2 weeks, this organization was being created and registered as state non-governmental organization in the Republic of Armenia. And now we having this organization in Armenia, and some days ago we got from our state stamp of our organization. From now we having in Armenia organization Vishwa Vaishnava Rajya Sapka Armenia. It's was been all information which I was inform you all. Now yes, I remember it that now we created in WhatsApp group in Armenia, and in Facebook social we created a group Vishwa Vaishnava Rajya Sapka Armenia, Vina Armenia, and now we have about 310 followers. And we planning that before New Year's days we must have about 1,000 followers in our Facebook Vishwa Vaishnava Rajya Sapka Vina Armenia group. I want to honestly say that in Armenia nobody knew about this organization, but in this last 2 months, I informed all our devotees about this organization. I explained them what was been and which is this organization, what planning this organization, what propagating in all over the world. In Armenia also this organization, our organization, Vaishnava Acharyas, and all of them from now informed about this organization. In Armenia, now exist about we very small country, very small. We have very small population, about 2 million people, and in the capital city of Armenia, Yerevan city, exist about 150 plus minus followers of Lord Krishna. More of them was been from Iskcon, because now we have not any temple, any organization in Armenia, not from Iskcon, not from Gaudya. By this cause, they have not any temple, any organization, and they every Sunday, some of them going to fly to home of one of the devotees, and in that home they having satsanga. Some more of our devotees from Gaudya exist in month of Keshavaji Gaudya. They disciples of Srila Bhaktivinoda Maharaj. But in Armenia, in due course of this 30 years, no existed any organization except that organization which was being created by us in 10 years ago in the Pure Bhakti Yoga organization. And now we are having a second organization registered in Armenia, Vaishnava Acharyas. In Armenia existed two temples. First temple, two temples from Iskcon. First temple was being created in 1995, and in due course of 2 years, in 1997, police forces, special police forces in Armenia enter this temple. I don't know the essential cause, by what cause they enter it, but they entered the temple and began to beat all devotees who was been in area of temple. And after that, devotees decided to close this temple, and more of them decided to go out from the border of Armenia. And after that incident, more of them began to go and live in Russian Federation, Ukraine, Sweden, west of Europe, South America, North America, Canada, USA. So after that incident, near the 2005, Iskcon decided to open a second temple in Armenia, and they opened it temple in Yerevan city. But after the 3 years, about special person of Armenia again entered the temple. It was been in 2007, and again began to beat devotees. After that incident, temple was being closed, and after that years, after 2007, in Armenia not existed any temple, not was being created, not was being registered any organization. The first organization was being registered in 2011. As I said, this was being Pure Bhakti Yoga organization, and in this year, 1 month ago, in 20th of August this year, Vaishnava Acharyas organization, by advice of Srila Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Aloka, Paramadvaiti Maharaj, and by advice of my very, very near spiritual friend, Jahnavi Devi Dasi. Thank you very much. Dandavat pranams to all of you. Thank you.
Jai Adi Govinda Prabhu, thank you very much.
Thank
This is
you.
very inspirational. Your story you're telling us about the Armenia devotees and the
Yes.
preaching over there. We can see how still the world needs the Krishna's consciousness and needs also this kind of organization that help us to represent all the Gaudyas, all the Vaishnavas, to protect us in front of the governments, in front of
Yes.
the demons of this world that are not understanding the necessity of the holy name of Krishna. But
Yes.
let me also tell you that after your registration, it came out one important also news. The Govinda Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Govinda Maharaj was mentioned. That is, if after the registration of Vishva Vaishnava Rakshava Armenia, if the in 6 more different countries, the Vishva Vaishnava Rakshava is registered in different countries, then we can announce that Vaishnavism as an
Yes.
international recognized religion. So this is also a very good effort that was started from Armenia, for surprise of all of us. And now you count with all of our support and our help from all around the world, and we are very happy with your energy and your beautiful smile are helping in this process of distributing the message of our Guru-varga. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And also to Isha Priya Prabhu that was requesting and giving in his explanation before. Yeah, I will take his petition about how can we organize different kind of translations for the devotees can participate and understand what we are doing. We're also trying to organize in Spanish, but this October I will try to make a meeting with Mataji and Rasalila and others to see how can we also do some translation for Russia, and how can we continue expanding these meetings and invite more people. Very good. Harichandan Prabhu, could you please say something? How was the celebration of Bhaktivinoda Thakur there in Vrindavan, and how is our Bina Bengali going? If you have also any new about Bina Hindi, Harichandan Prabhu. Harichandan Prabhu.
Dandavat pranam to all devotees. Dandavat pranam. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Are you listening, Mother Krishna?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, very good.
Dandavat pranam.
Dandavat pranam Prabhuji.
First, I respect to my Gurudev, Sakya, Virutya, Namaste, Saste, Vityastana Bhava, किन्तु प्रवर्ज्यो प्रियवतस्य वन्दे गुरुश्री वन्दे नन्दवदस्त्रिनाथादरणमुत्सुमुख जस्य कथहरगुरु गुणाति भुवरत्र. First of all, I respect and from to my all devotees. Please bless me. I am really senior, just junior. I want to blessness of all of you. Please bless me. Now Bengali is just going on. Everything is going on now. Our son is to Krishna.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, today actually our subject is about Gaudya Vaishnava, very Gaudya Sampradaya. All are already described. This is the Sri Caitanya Gaudya mission. Actually, we all are follow our Guru Vaishnava Parampara, and everyone also follow our Guru Dev, Param Guru Dev, and our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Parampara. That is the Gaudya Parampara. Basically, normally, if we see that, that is only, if we not understand what is the Gaudya Parampara, just we listen to our Gurudev and Param Gurudev, it is easily know that what is our Gaudya Parampara. Because that is the first thing we have to chant Sri Krishna Mahaprabhu's this Mahamantra. And when we chant this mantra, everything is going accordingly. And today so all are already described about this. Now I mean Vrindavan, everything is going on okay. This Bhaktivinoda Tacos celebration celebrated our Math Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu Vrindavan. Bhakti along Param Maharaj and two other Maharaj also coming our Math, and other Vaishnavas are already came and celebrated this. Everything is okay. Now climate also okay. Corona so now. So we request all of you, please, when this meeting is going on, you also encourage others.
What is happening?
Maybe line is cut. No internet here.
Haribol. Harichandan Prabhu just sent me a message saying he cannot speak. Something happened. He's unable to continue speaking. Okay, then I will request to our Bhaktivedanta Govinda Maharaj. Bhaktivedanta Govinda Maharaj. Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Shakshat dharitena samasta shastra irutas tatava batava shanti. Kintu prabhajya priyavatasya padde guru Sri Caitanya Vindam. Agganati vinandasya gayananjana shalaka chakshurmitangana tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namang Vishnupada Gaura Pishta Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Pramod Puri Shamiti Namine. Namang Vishnupada Krishna Pishta Bhutale Shrimate Paramadaiti Shamine Ashirupine. Namang Vishnupada Krishna Pishta Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Shaminiti Namine. Namang Vishnupada Krishna Pishta Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Iti Namine. First, I give my Dandavat Pranam to my Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivinoda Tacos Maharaj, to my Shiksha Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, then my Sannyas Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Alak Paramadaiti Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Prapanna Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, then all of my present Acharya and all of my Shiksha Gurus and all of my Guru-vargas, all of the disciple of Srila and follower of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. Then I give my Dandavat Pranam to Gaudya Goshtipati Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. And here present all of Mataji, all of Prabhus, all of Brahmacharis, all of Sannyasi, all of Tiranis. So today's subject, I say about this subject, today is the subject about the Gaudya Sampradaya. So, Isha Priya Prabhu say, very good explain. Mahaprabhu taken 2, 2, 2 and 3. From Madhya Sampradaya take 3. And then make this Gaudya Sampradaya speciality. Like Bhoga offering from another Sampradaya, from Artik, from Mangalarti, from Shanarti, like this, Stingar, everything. But about the tattwa, about the philosophy, Mahaprabhu making the Achinta Bheda Bhed Tattva. Means we are here the servant of the Lord Krishna, and we are, our form not changed in Golok Vrindavan. This is Achinta, traditional, Achinta, never finish, Achinta, this is traditional. This is not changeable. So, here we are say, until Mahaprabhu, we are say, Brahma Madhya, after Mahaprabhu say Brahma Madhya Gaudya. Before Mahaprabhu say Brahma Madhya. But, we are say, normally from where which Sampradaya? Brahma Madhya Gaudya Sampradaya. Gaudya Saraswat. But Madhavacharya born in 1238 BC. And Srila Jayadev Goswami born in 1170. And Srila Ramanujarya born in 1117. Jayadev Goswami is the end of the 12th century after make the Jagannath temple new construction by this is I forget the name of the king who made the rebuild the by the historical by the our archaeological survey of India. Archaeological survey of India say this time this temple making by I forget the name. Anyhow, this is Chor Ganga Vangshiya, Ananta Varma Chor Ganga Dev, and Jayadev Goswami those time in Puri. So, if we are come from Madhva, then Jayadev Goswami is Gaudya, Kavi Parashar Goswami is Gaudya, and their grandfather is Gaudya. So, Gaudya is a traditional Vaishnava Sampradaya. In Madhavendra time, we are attached with the Madhavendra taken initiation from Lakshmipati, and Lakshmipati say, go out from the Udupi system and giving initiation to everyone. Because on 2010, when we are in Hyderabad, my Sannyas Gurudev, my father, my everything for me, Srila Bhakti Alak Paramadaiti Maharaj is there, and Pejwar Swami In front of me, Pejawar Swamiji said to him, "You are the great. Gaudya Sampradaya is the great. We are happy. We are Madhva Gaudya. And I am happy. You are giving initiation to non-Brahmin, to everyone. We are not able." Lakshmipati said to Madhavendra Puri, specification this, go out from the Udupi system, giving initiation to all, because Lord, Supreme Lord is coming. And he said to Madhavendra Puri about the Brajamandal, about the Bindavan, about the Radha Tattva. So, we are Gaudya. Someone said Gaudya created by Srimati Radharani, because from Krishna flute, 9 hole, Radharani created this Navadip. We know everyone this story. So I am not continue this story, but Gaudya, we are created by, someone said Radharani. I also accept this. Radharani created the Gaudya Sampradaya. And we are attached with Madhu Sampradaya, like Katwa, Bendel line, Katwa Howrah line, meet with the main line, with the like international rail line in Bendel. Then it's big Bendel, Katwa Howrah. Before Katwa Bendel, same, Gaudya attached with the Madhu Sampradaya. And 1371 BC, Baladev Vidyabhushan established by Govinda Bhasha. Govinda Bhasha means speech of Govinda Dev. Established our Sampradaya and accepted by another fourth Sampradaya. Also Madhu Sampradaya accepted. Yes, this is our this is one part of our Madhu Sampradaya. So this year we are celebrate these 350 years in Damodar Temple in Jaipur. And last 21st afternoon to 22nd lunchtime, I am in Jaipur. Then I come in Mayapur. Now I am in Mayapur. 4 days I stay in Mayapur. Then I go back to my place, Vrindavan. So I said you this, those days I make meeting with one of the officer of Rajasthan government and Sri Akshar Patra Foundation, Srila Madhupandit Prabhu, one of the secretary, Siddha Sharad Prabhu, and Siddha Sharad Prabhu, this is the report from the meeting. Siddha Sharad Prabhu said this. He arranged prasadam for all of devotees which come in Jaipur meeting. Madhava Krishna, you listen or no? This.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. So I said you this. I talked about this with our World Vaishnava Association, Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra Russian Secretary Janavi Devi Dashi Mata. So she asked me about the visa of Isha Priya Prabhu and some of devotees which is the coming. I talk with Srila Raghunath Das Prabhu from Vaishnava, our Brinda mission, actually from Vrindavan Institute for Cultural and Studies, is the secretary, and said this. 1 minute. Yes, said this in October, tourist visa is open for India. Also, Madhav Krishna Prabhu know this. Tourist visa is open for India on October, sure. So, I am sure the Russian devotees can come with the tourist visa so easily in Jaipur first income in Vrindavan. From Vrindavan, we are go to Jaipur. And before I said program for 2 days, 4th and 5th of December. But I am so sorry for COVID pandemic situation. We are less 1 days and program they are only 5th. 5th morning is one session and 5th evening is another session. And Srila Pundari Goswamiji from Radharaman, Shivat Mahanto Radharaman, Srila Konika Goswamiji, the Mahanta of Radha, Sri Radha Damodar Mandir, Vrindavan, Ajay Kumar Goswami from Madan Mohan Temple, and Raju Goswami, I don't know full name, from Advaita Bhatt, Srila Raja Gopinath Goswami from Gopinathji Temple, Vrindavan, Srila Anjan Kumar Goswami from the Govinda Dev Temple Estate, means from Vrindavan, from Kama, from Mathura, and from Jaipur, Anjan Goswami, and Siddhartha Goswami ji Mahanta. Anjan Goswami ji is Mahanta also, Govinda Dev Estate, and Siddhartha Goswami ji Mahanta of Radha Gopinath. They are coming. Also, another Sampradaya Acharya also coming on this conference. So I request to all of devotees, please come and join the Jaipur conference. And Srila Malay Goswami also humbly invite our non-Indian devotee, because he said, we are all together, we are all Gaudya. We are again show to all, we are together. We are not only in India, we are around the world. And Madhav Krishna Prabhu said this to Adi Govinda Prabhu, not international recognition. Vaishnava until now in India not recognized as a caste, as a religion, government authorized religion. We are not until now a government authorized religion. So if I said you this, I talk with our Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra Sabha General Secretary, Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra Sabha General Secretary, not WVA, Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra Sabha General Secretary, Srila Bhakti Vichar Vishnu Maharaj from Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. He said this, if we are register 5 to 6 countries more after Armenia, then we are request to, by Vishnu Maharaj request to our Prime Minister Srila Narendra Das Damodar Dasji Modi for come in 1 day Zoom conference for 5 minutes, and we are appeal to him for giving us religionship, government authorized religionship, where Vaishnava is one of religion, not a part of the Sanatan, not a part of the Hindu. So today, no more. I follow this 3 subject, and now I say bye. Dandavat pranam. Bancha kalpataru bhasya kripa sindhu bhavacha bhavitanam pavana bhavishna bhavo namo namo. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gaur Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you
And
very much.
and Madhav Krishna, I have one talk. Gaudya Vaishnavism, I heard from my Guru-varga, some of Guru-varga like Bhakti Kumar Shantu Goswami Maharaj. Gaudyas can say this is the specification of the Gaudya Sampradaya. Gaudya Sampradaya, Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati one time said, one talk, he never changed. Like he stopped eating the mango on his childhood. He never eating. When he said, he doing this. Our Gaudya, when we have said one talk, if we have promised, we have fulfilled this. If one talk we have said, we have never changed. This is the main things of the Gaudya. Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati is to him, Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati means everyone in Kakurgachi, they are say, Prabhupada giving us initiation. Prabhupada said, no, I don't come. I am not come here for give the initiation. I come here for make the future guru. So Gaudya Vaishnava is the main authentic. Is this our specification? If we are say one talk, we are fulfill this, we are never change our way. One time I say I doing this, next time say I doing this, I change my mind. So Gaudya, Srila Bhakti Shuddha Goswami Maharaj is so much angry if anyone say one talk and change. He's one of the great guru. I many times I sango with him. So Gaudya Vaishnava say only one time, either he fall down. Okay, Radhe Shyam, Dandavat. Never
Jai
change any
Krishna.
promise. After promise, never broken. After said one talk, never change. Okay, okay, Radhe Shyam, Hari Bol, Dandavat Pranam.
Jai. Thank you, Maharaj.
Also Dandavat Pranam to our friend secretary, Rasalila Devi Dasi. Dandavat Pranam. Okay. Dandavat Pranam to Srila Gurudev. Dandavat Pranam to Madhav Krishna Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam to all. Radhe
Jai.
Shyam.
Jai. Rasalila Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to all devotees. I pay my humble obeisances to my spiritual master, Sri Bhaktivinoda Maharaj, as well as my Sheikh Gurudev Sri Bhakti, Swami Swami Maharaj. A few weeks ago, we went to Dijon to see the devotees. I took the opportunity to interview Vaisnava Prabhu, who owns a vegetarian-vegan restaurant in this city, and ask him about the beginnings of his restaurant and explanations on how he made to bring together devotees around this project. His restaurant is called the Shantish. A devotee strongly advised me to make a video of this recording and distribute it to everyone.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Haribol. Sí, pero diga.
Paramaditi Maharaj, sí,
Oui.
por favor cerrar el micrófono para seguir escuchando. Yes, please continue, Rasalila.
We also went to the new place that Vaisnava Prabhu was able to have. It is in the middle of the forest on the heights of Dijon. You have to walk on paths laid out by the devotees to finally arrive in a clearing where you can first see two mounted yurts, which were already there before, as well as a beautiful garden of roses spiced with stones, and in the center a fire where one can sit during vigils or spontaneous. The youths on one side there is the temple with lots of framed photos of spiritual masters and photos of Devotees have a program every morning, except weekends, where they can get and do kathas for 2 hours. In the other yurts, they have fitted out a kitchen with a lounge for relaxation. He also recruited a devotee called Ramagopal Das, or of 2 oxen called Bali and Tiru. He was able to anchor Goshala near Lake Dijon in the same area as the yurts, and there was also a lot of talk about the beginning of his service to New Mayapur with the cows under the leadership of Jaladuta Prabhu, who went to keep them with his parents while he went to get the trek of devotees in New Shantipur so that he could bring his oxen there. He will try to go and live there for at least 3 months. He is going to have a lot of services to do for Krishna, and we wish him all the best for the future. For my seva to the WVA, I have received all the books that Srila Bhaktivinoda Tacos Maharaj sent to me. This is the book. The concern in the first place was to fully transcribe this book. But by the grace of a female devotee, I have searched and find a tutorial on YouTube to learn how to do that, but without retyping everything. Thank you, Google Prabhu KJ. It's hug time saver, and it's really handy for books that are no longer edited or published. For those who would be interested in the maneuver, we can contact me. This service is really close to my heart because these books are integral part of the history of Vaishnavism in Europe, and hiding by some who especially don't know. Yes, for me, ideally, with what I have learned from a Vaishnava since joining, I really saw that despite everything that can happen between devotees everywhere, sorry, it's good. Yes, they show a lot of courage because they swim against the tide of this world. They are heroes, and it is one of the specialities of Gaudya Sampradaya. It is a duty to honor and respect the Vaishnava, because they are part of the heart of Krishna. I'm doing research in Europe to find devotees from all the sampradayas. I met devotees when I was in New Mayapur who live in Geneva and who are from Sri Sampradaya. It was very surprising to be able to meet some of them, because I will be able to meet them soon in their temple in Geneva. I'm also looking for Rudra Sampradaya devotees. If devotees could guide me in this direction in Europe, it will be really great. Hare Krishna.
Madhava
Jai.
Krishna.
Thank you very much, Rasalila Mataji.
Madhava Krishna.
Yes, Maharaj.
I make one mistake. It's not BC. After Jayadev Goswami, born in 1170 AC after Christ, means 1170, and Ramanujacharya born in 1117, and Madhavacharya born in 1238. But we have found the Gaudya scripture like model on the temple, on the Ilora cave number 39. This is the temple. His name is Kailash temple. It's made by the seventh king of Rashtrakoot royal family named Sri Krishna, not Krishna from our Lord. He's the one of the king named Sri Krishna. He's from Rashtrakoot royal family. He makes the temple named Kailash temple in one stone, one temple in cave number 39 in Ilora, and taken the time 23 years. So on this temple, I went there and I found like our Gaudya, we are like dancing like this, and Kartal, garland, and Midanga, all is model is there on the like every temple have surrounding some model. So we are Gaudya not new. We are Gaudya is so old. Okay, and we Sikha. Also, I found this we Sikha, the sculpture, the stone deity with the Sikha. Okay, Chaitanya Leela Prabhu ki jai.
Okay, thank you very much, Maharaj. Thank you very much, Rasalila Mataji, for all the report of the explanation of the preaching and the devotees in Europe. It is very important also to keep in contact with the things going on there. And now I see here is online Bhaktivinoda Maharaj, who is also actually one senior sannyasi who has the experience to live with Vaishnavas from the different sampradayas. So very appropriate in this topic in this moment, and he is also representing the international global mission, Vaishnava global mission, in Indian global mission, and he can talk to us. Maharaj, si nos habla en español, nosotros le traducimos, no hay problema. Maharaj now in Brindavan, but he's from Colombia.
Mis respetuosas Reverencias a todos los devotos, todas las acharyas, todos los Vaisnavas presentes.
My respectful obeisances to all Vaishnavas present.
Muy feliz de estar acá, por lo menos en un momento aquí, que acabo de llegar en Sri Vrindavan Dham.
Very happy to be part of the meeting. Now I'm just coming back to Vrindavan Dham.
Y principalmente lo que quería compartir, que ya conocemos todos, es que es muy placentero, es muy feliz de ver cómo la Asociación Mundial Vaisnava está creciendo intensamente y por otra parte la capacidad de trabajar en unión y en diversidad con las demás sampradayas Vaisnavas.
Something that makes me very happy is to see how the World Vaishnava Association is every day growing up. And the other main point is how can we work together in union in diversity between us and with the other sampradayas.
De hecho, tal vez más adelante vamos a compartir o podré compartir en un espacio, en un programa que me encuentro hace unos 3 o 4 años, se llama Dinámica Bharata Global Mission. Y precisamente en Dinámica Bharata Global Mission hay Vaisnavas de las 4 sampradayas. Y este programa...
Actually, since from 3 or 4 years ago, I'm working with one program called Dynamic Bharat Global Mission. And from this Dynamic Bharat Global Mission, there are Vaishnavas from all the different 4 sampradayas.
Y tiene el propósito de presentar las glorias de Bharatavarsa, de la India, de Bharatavarsa en general, y también la gloria precisamente del Vaishnavismo, y entonces encausa en programas sociales, científicos y espirituales.
And it is based on glorify the glories of Bharatavarsa, means the glories of the India and the culture of the India, the Bharatavarsa, and of course also the glories of the 4 sampradayas. And so in this way, we do it based on the social, scientific, and spiritual platform.
Aquí hay Vaisnavas Acharyas de las 6 sampradayas, de todas las sampradayas. También está conectado, digamos, Yayapataka Maharaj, y así por el estilo, en la contribución, en tratar de contribuir con el espíritu y la visión científica que maneja Dinámica Bharata Global Mission.
And there are Acharyas from the Sri Sampradaya, also Jayapataka Maharaj is part of it, and different others. And the idea is to show with the scientific vision of the Dynamic Bharata Global Mission, the vision of Bharat.
Bueno, quiero ofrecer mis respetuosas reverencias de un poquito corto, llegué tarde, pero después con las bendiciones de ustedes podemos compartir y unificarnos aquí en la India y en otros países donde también está Dinámica Bharata Global Mission. Danda Pranam, mis reverencias a los pies del loto de todos los Vaisnavas Acharyas de mi maestro espiritual, Jai Sri Radhe, desde Sri Vrindavan Dham.
So also we can then get unified with this idea and try to work together and to I offer also my obeisances, my Dandavat Pranam to all the devotees, to my Guru Maharaj and to the Vaishnavas present. Maharaj, usted ha tenido la oportunidad de ser Gaudya Vaishnava desde hace casi 30 años y también ha tenido la posibilidad no solamente de conocer los templos, también usted ha vivido en los templos de la Sampradaya, y conoce los sadhanas que ellos tienen, que nos puede comentar al respecto de los puntos de unión y de los puntos que hacen a la Gaudya Sampradaya un paso más allá. Voy a traducir la pregunta. So actually, Vamana Maharaj has been in this Gaudya Sampradaya for almost 30 years. And even though if he's part of this Sampradaya, he have had the opportunity to live in the temples of the Sri Sampradaya. He also Madhav Sampradaya. He have traveled to South India many times. And so I am asking him what thing in common he have seen between them, and what he have noticed that is like some plus that the Gaudya Vaishnava Sampradaya have given. Maharaj.
Bueno, en realidad, en la esencia buscamos o se busca el mismo objetivo, que es a través del servicio zonal, complacer a Krishna. Y en este caso más enfáticamente en el sur de la India, en las Sri Sampradayas, se hace más énfasis en la oración de Narayan, de Lakshmi, de las 10 avataras. Y el proceso principal que ellos siguen es más enfático en los abhisekas, en los mantras, en los agnihotra yagyas, en las ceremonias de fuego, pero en esencia los logros los llevan a esa Vaikunta, porque no podemos desconocer que anteriormente el Mahamantra también existía y en la Sri Sampradaya era cantado en otra manera.
So Maharaj explaining that his experience have seen that, for example, in the Sri Sampradaya, even if in the essence is the same, that is by devotional service try to please the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, they make more emphasis on the name of Narayan and on the Dasa Avataras. And they are not, even if the Mahamantra exists before the Gaudya Sampradaya, and in the Sri Sampradaya, they also know it and chant it in a different way. In the Sri Sampradaya, they give more attention to the Jagya, Agnihotra Jagya, to the bath of the deity and the reciting of mantras. But they are all just going to Vaikunta.
Sí, mientras que nosotros cantamos el santo nombre, el Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Allá el mismo proceso en términos de la relación del Nam, el Nam y el Nami no son diferentes. Allá se canta el mantra que precisamente le fue otorgado de Narayan a Lakshmi, la diosa de la fortuna. Hablan Sriman Narayana Saranau Saranam Prapatye Srimate Narayanaya Namaha. Entonces para ellos es como principal mantra, hasta aparte del Akshatra mantra, Akshara mantra, y este mantra que es como nosotros lo utilizamos para cantando el santo nombre de Krishna, pero más enfáticamente hacia Narayan.
So Maharaj explaining that in the same way we are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. They also have the mantras, but they are reciting mostly the mantra that Sri Lakshmi Devi received. That is the mantra of Lord Narayan, as he just chanted. And in this way, they are giving more emphasis to this kind of mantra, so also getting a different kind of goal, but with the same essence of try to, there is no difference between the Lord and his name. Maharaj?
Bueno, así por el momento. Así ellos
Y
así
que
como
hace a
nosotros-
nuestra Sampradaya especial.
sí, lo que hace la Sampradaya especial para nosotros es el advenimiento del avatar dorado Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu.
What
¿No es
makes
cierto?
special our Sampradaya is the advenience of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Tal vez en el sur de la India, en otras sampradayas, no es conocido las glorias o la manifestación de Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu como nosotros lo conocemos.
Maybe in South India and in other Sampradayas, they don't know exactly, and they don't know the glories of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Podemos ir al sur de la India, de repente a Sri Ranga o a Tirupati, y ellos dicen, sí, Swami Chaitanya Swami Mahaprabhu, ¿no es cierto? Y es considerado como un escolástico, un filósofo, un gran pandita, un srutidara, bueno, pero no tanto como en la Brahma Gaudya Sampradaya, que para nosotros es Krishna mismo, el avatar dorado para Kali Yuga.
So in Tirupati and other places, they
Ranga.
are, they think Chaitanya, they calling us Chaitanya Swami or Mahaprabhu as a very scholar person, very important guru, but they don't accept him or they don't understand him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Swami Chaitanya es conocido allá. De hecho, en Sri Rangan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visitó Rangan y otros lugares sagrados del sur de la India. Bueno, muchísimas gracias. En realidad, después podemos tocar como los temas más técnicos y filosóficos respecto a las pequeñas diferencias que puedan existir en la Sampradaya, pero el objetivo es siempre servir a Bhagavan, a Narayana, a Krishna, etcétera, etcétera. Para nosotros tenemos el concepto de Radha Dasya, que es el concepto más elevado dentro del Vaishnavismo, de la Brahma Gaudya Sampradaya. Jai Sri Radhe. Gracias, Danda Pranam, miles y miles de reverencias a los pies del loto de todos los Vaishnavas. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. So Maharaj saying that of course we can go every time deeper and deeper explaining these topics, but the most important thing in our Sampradaya is that we are in the Sampradaya of Srimati Radharani, where she's the most important personality on our Sampradaya, and this is only happening in the Gaudya Vaishnava Sampradaya, and he offered all his Dandavat pranams to all the Vaishnavas. Yes,
muy feliz de que ojalá yo sea un pequeño punto de referencia para la conexión en más adelante, que Guru logra muchísimas cosas, Srila Bhaktivinoda Tacos Maharaj, para conectar personalidades de otras sampradayas que son muy prominentes, como en el sur de la India, China, G.R. Swami. He tenido la oportunidad de estar como unas 3 veces con él, visitar los templos que él tiene en Hyderabad y en otros lugares de la India. Entonces sería muy interesante poder traerlo a la Asociación Mundial Vaishnava y escuchar las glorias de Narayan de parte de ellos y principalmente cómo podemos trabajar en conjunto para propagar las glorias del Srimad Bhagavatam. Eso es esencial.
The Maharaj saying he would like in some point to be the connection between this World Vaishnava Association and other Acharyas from South India that can also share their knowledge and together try to spread the message of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Jai. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Muy feliz de verlo, feliz allá en Costa Rica y muy pronto back to God, de regreso a casa, así brindaban Dan. Radhe Radhe.
Gracias, Maharaj.
No te nos quede por allá, ¿no?
So
No, pero eso
Here,
es eso.
one devotee has request to make an explanation of what happened in Spanish, but actually Jiva Goswami Prabhu from Venezuela, he said he will translate the conference, and he will translate what everyone has said, but in general to Trikaladas Prabhu, el Prabhu Jiva Goswami dijo que iba a hacer una traducción al español sobre la conferencia y va a explicar lo que se ha hablado respecto directamente a su pregunta sobre lo que Govinda Maharaj explicó, así muy general. Es que fue parecido a lo que dijo Vaisnava Maharaj sobre la Sampradaya. Mencionó que en realidad la diferencia es que el Gaudya siempre ha existido el Gaudya, aunque no se haya visto de manera directa, porque aunque Madhava Acharya estuvo aparentemente reciente, igual Ramanuja Acharya, etcétera, en los templos antiguos de miles de años siempre se ha mencionado o aparecido el Señor, ¿no? Las guirnaldas, la danza con los brazos abiertos, la distribución de prasada, etcétera. Rangapuri Prabhu está presente, puede acompañarnos. Otherwise, I will also ask Gornitai
Pero sí, a mí sí me gusta esta de lograr hacer una reunión con unos 3
from
4.
United States. Okay. Jiva Goswami Prabhu from Venezuela.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams.
Dandavat Pranams.
Please accept my humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. It is my pleasure to be here. So actually, I want to say that I want to clarify that the meeting is going to have the translation done in the Facebook page. So for all the English listening speakers, I'm telling this in English so that they know that this meeting is being translated into Spanish every time we have it. Y para todas las personas que están escuchando en español, la reunión va a quedar traducida en la página de Facebook de Asociación Mundial Vaishnava. Entonces ahí van a poder escuchar todo en español. Hoy no se pudo hacer la traducción en vivo como las veces anteriores, pero vamos a tratar de mantenerlo.
Ay, sí, por favor, que me la... Yo le llamé a Gaudya para dos o tres fotos que me la compartieran.
Me puso esa nomás. O sea, para mí, yo vi
Goswami
esa.
Maharaj, Goswami Maharaj, por favor, apaguen el micrófono.
Muchísimas gracias, Madhava Krishna Prabhu, por su increíble servicio. Muchas gracias a todos los acharyas, Vaishnavas presentes, a todos los sannyasis, a todos los acharyas, a todos los devotos, las matajis. bueno, muy agradecido con ustedes de poder hacer este servicio y ruego por sus bendiciones para continuar con incrementando la prédica aquí en Venezuela, para el placer de todos ustedes.
Jiva Goswami Prabhu, any report of the preaching in Venezuela? How is the situation going on there? Is possible to continue preaching? We know that you report the last time you are having a new place.
Yes, preaching is possible regardless of the material situation. That is why Gopal Krishna Maharaj said that the party can be there even if only one vegetable is put into the table. The party still continues. That is the party. The party is to spread the holy name regardless of the material situation, which of course is not easy in these places, but I am still happy that I can make service for all the Vaishnavas and for my Gurudev and for Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So I'm very happy to do that service for all of you. And I hope that you can come and visit. Yes, this temple is actually getting ready. Every day it's getting more beautiful, and it is actually, the job is getting done. It is going to be done. Only this past month we have had many advancements in the construction of this place, and now we are going to have a beautiful altar with a little budget. We are doing all of this, but we're very happy that we can do it. If any one of you who are listening wants to support this cause for the World Vaishnava Association, because this is also temple of the World Vaishnava Association, you can be in contact with me. I will leave my information here in the chat if you want to help with this construction of the temple in Caracas, Venezuela. And no other than that, that's all I can say. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for asking me that. And yes, the preaching is going on, and also in area we have another little temple there. The preaching is going on there also as well, and we have devotees there who are taking care of that little temple and are very happy. They just celebrated Janmashtami, and they are also doing their service there. It is a very beautiful temple, and this temple is a little bigger. It has 2 stores, so and it is located at a very highly condensed, there's a lot of people here in this area. So the preaching is very good. We are going to Harinam. Tomorrow we have Harinam Sankirtan, and we invite people to the temple to have prasadam. I don't know how we will do it, but we distribute prasadam to everybody, sumptuously, a lot of prasadam for everybody, because Krishna, as he says in the Bhagavad Gita, he will provide all the necessities for his devotee, and he will maintain what he has. If we adore him with our whole heart, exclusively Ananya, then surely he will take care of us in any condition. Thank you, Madhava Krishna Prabhu. My Dandava Pranam, my humble obeisance. Hare Krishna.
Jai Hare Krishna. Thank you, Dandavat. Harchandan Prabhu, who is with you? Your microphone is closed. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Can you hear me, Madam Krishna?
Yes.
This is our Maharaj, Gupta Maharaj in our Gaudya Math, Sri Caitanya Gaudya Math from Vrindavan.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Welcome. Can he speak English?
No, you only see what is happening. That's why I will show you.
You please tell him, give us his blessings. Okay.
Just see after he will tell something.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes. Dandavat pranam to all
Yeah,
devotees.
I will request to Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, who is there also in Vrindavan, to please give us some words to finish this meeting. Goswami Maharaj.
Madhava, what happened?
Maharaj, please give us some nectar.
Madhava y el Sanyasi que llegó.
Sí, le pedí que hablara, pero no quiere hablar. No sabe inglés.
Ah, ok. Ok. Bueno, ¿qué te puedo ayudar? Por favor, guíame.
Por favor, bueno, el tema era qué cosas tomó el Gaudya Vaishnavismo qué cosas tomó el Gaudya Vaishnavismo de las otras sampradayas y cuál es la especialidad de la Gaudya Sampradaya.
Wow, tremenda pregunta, ¿no? Hace tiempo hicimos una pequeña investigación acerca de este tema, de las sampradayas. Y bueno, recuerdo algunos puntos importantes, un poco anunciando cómo se estaba apareciendo digamos, el concepto acerca de la divinidad como tal, porque antiguamente, más que todo, la relevancia la tenían los Upanishads, porque se hablaba lo más importante era el tema del Dios impersonal, y por eso justamente Sankaracharya había tomado tanta fuerza sobre este tema y era más o menos preponderante en el concepto teísta en ese momento, ¿no?
So I did an investigation some time ago about the Sampradayas and mostly about how that conception of divinity came to the light, because in the past the Upanishads were the ones who were predominant, and in base of that Sankaracharya established his impersonalism idea of the divinity.
Justamente en esa época no había mucho interés en definir, en darle un concepto o una forma a la divinidad. Simplemente la discusión se centraba en el impersonalismo como tal, en el concepto del Dios sin forma, y los eruditos de la época pues justamente tenían como mucho aporte, ¿no?, en torno a eso y mucho desarrollo. Por lo tanto, para equilibrar, digamos, ese concepto apareció ahí, por otro lado, digamos, vienen los Alvar, que son los que están protegiendo este concepto de la devoción amorosa hacia la suprema personalidad de Dios.
At that time, the idea of the form and the name was not very important about the divinity. The important was talking about the divinity over the material world. So the idea of impersonalism was prominent, and was just some few called Alvar who were trying to rescue the idea of devotion and love for the supreme creator.
Entonces, yo partí con un estudio acerca de lo que en ese momento era el territorio, por decir así, religioso en la India, que, digamos, los musulmanes, en cierta manera, eran preponderantes y se había desarrollado el budismo, pero el budismo no tenía la fuerza para derrotar a digamos, este concepto impersonal.
At that point, the only kind of religious study was in the India was the Muslim, the Buddhism, but even though they were not strong enough to try to even compete with this impersonalist philosophy of the divinity.
Y Madhava, no solamente, digamos, el concepto impersonal, sino el concepto, porque ellos también son impersonales, de cierta manera, el concepto de la fe musulmana, que no tenía coraje para luchar en contra de eso, pero el Sanatana Dharma sí tenía esa, digamos, esa preponderancia para derrotar, digamos, y para luchar contra tal irreligión.
Even though you can see also the Muslims and these other ones were also impersonalist, and it is not just about being impersonalist, but also about just the Sanatana Dharma had like the strength and the courage to give front to this impersonalist philosophy religion.
Y bueno, eso, ahí después podríamos, yo creo que ya han hablado, Govinda Maharaj seguramente él conoce muy bien estos temas de las 4 sampradayas, también Vamana Maharaj ahora habló de la contribución de cada una de las sampradayas y cómo estas sampradayas se mueven en una línea, por decir así, que va desde el punto del monismo como tal o el impersonalismo hacia el concepto personalista para demostrar la existencia de la divinidad o la existencia del Señor Supremo.
So actually already Govinda Maharaj, who knows a lot about the 4 sampradayas, explained about it. Also Vamana Maharaj already explained some of the contribution of the different sampradayas. But in this way, we can see how it start like developed of the description of the spirituality from the monism, from the impersonalism to the personalism, to personify the Supreme Lord.
Entonces eso es lo que yo podría llamar la atención acerca de esto, de cómo las sampradayas cada una se ha desarrollado de cierta manera, o bien tomando como punto de referencia el concepto no dual o el concepto dual para explicar la divinidad.
So in this way, we can see how the different sampradayas has taken the concept, non-dual concept or the dual concept to explain the supreme source, the supreme personality of God.
Entonces, vemos cómo el señor Chaitanya después viene y toma estos 2 ítems de cada una de las sampradayas para crear el concepto Achintya Veda Veda Tattwa, que no simplemente es es como el amalgamarse, por decir así, sin contradecir ninguna de estas escuelas, sino simplemente tomar aquello que realmente se podía llevar o confirmar dentro de la nueva tesis de la Achintya Veda Veda Tattva, ¿no?
So later on, we can see how Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu took 2 points from every sampradaya to And in this way, he didn't deny any of them or give any specific empower to any of them, and established the concept of Achintya Veda Veda Tattva.
Bueno, eso sería porque supongo que ya hablaron de las contribuciones que tomó el señor Caitanya Mahaprabhu de cada una de las sampradayas, ¿no?
Se mencionó como hasta lo mencionado hasta ahora, pero no se especificó cada una.
Ah, ok. Entonces, yo acá tengo, por ejemplo, que de la Kumara Sampradaya, él tomó la necesidad de tomar refugio exclusivo en Radharani.
From the Kumara Sampradaya, Mahaprabhu took the point of take the complete refuge of Srimati Radharani.
Y el Gopi Bhav, que es la intensa modalidad que las gopis tienen para adorar a Radha Krishna.
And the Gopi Bhav, that is the intense melosity that the gopis have to worship Radha Krishna.
Por ejemplo, de la Rudra Sampradaya se dice que él tomó el sentimiento de total dependencia en Krishna.
From the Rudra Sampradaya, he took the feeling of total dependence of Krishna.
Y el segundo ítem, el camino Ragamarga, de la devoción espontánea.
And the second point from the Rudra Sampradaya was the Ragamarga, the full, el camino de la
devoción exclusiva.
The way of the exclusive devotion for Krishna.
De la Sri Sampradaya se dice que él tomó la devoción pura.
From the Sri Sampradaya, he took the pure devotion.
Y la devoción, el servicio a los devotos.
And the service to the Vaishnavas, to the devotees.
Y de la Brahma Sampradaya, él tomó la base de la derrota hacia el concepto impersonalista.
And from the Brahma Sampradaya, he took the base of the destruction of the impersonalism.
Y la eterna adoración a Krishna.
And the eternal adoration of Krishna.
Entonces ahí ya tenemos las 4 sampradayas ahí. Y el concepto del señor Chaitanya sumado de la Achintya Veda Veda Tattva, que el señor está y no está al mismo tiempo, y por eso es que su tesis es mucho más amalgama incluso todos estos conceptos para mostrarnos que el Señor está acá presente escuchándonos, ¿cierto? Pero está en el mundo espiritual desarrollando sus pasatiempos trascendentales eternos. Entonces no hay una diferencia entre que está allá y también puede estar acá simultáneamente.
So he also, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, showed the Achintya Veda Veda Tattva, that is the concept that Krishna is and is here, and it is not at the same time. It is there at the same time. So in this way, Krishna can be here in this moment, hearing what we are talking, but at the same time, he is making his own lila in the spiritual world without any disturbance.
Por último, nos haría muy bien estudiar estas escuelas, estas sampradayas, porque uno encuentra mucha riqueza en cada una de ellas.
But I also think it's very important if we can study from the different sampradayas, because we can find a lot of richness or beautiful things from all of their philosophy.
Las historias de los acharyas,
the stories of the acharyas,
de cada uno de los que después han venido sosteniendo, los Visnuswamis, todo esto tiene unas características específicas que nos van enriqueciendo el espectro, ¿no? Para poder entender realmente el espíritu de lo que Jiva Goswami quería entregarnos con la Viva Vaisnava Raksava, porque es el concepto de no ir en contra de otras prácticas pero que más bien podemos encontrar puntos de concordancia que nos darían más ánimo en el espíritu de lograr comprender la divinidad.
And by hearing their stories and also the efforts of preaching and everything, we can also feel more inspired on the idea of Jiva Goswami, that was to not deny, but actually to find in common points with other beliefs, with other kind of faith that encourage us to develop our spirit for finding the Supreme Lord.
Ya, y Vaisnavas, queridos devotos, eso sería una pequeña contribución al respecto. Seguir en ese espíritu, como dijo Bhaktivinoda Thakur, alegrarse porque el Señor está siendo adorado también en la iglesia, aunque puede ser como se ve también en la audioterapia, que muchas cosas van fuera del bote cuando ellos hacen la adoración, porque hay cosas que no están claras, pero aún así uno debería sentirse feliz de que hay una chispa que animar ahí y que en alguna manera está buscando una conexión y la va a encontrar de acuerdo a la sinceridad. Por eso Krishna es tan variado, ¿no? Y él pone todas estas sampradayas para que pueda conducirse ahí la diversidad de la gente, porque no todos somos de la misma apreciación. Algunos sentimos más afinidad por lo que vino a entregar Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, y Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati dijo que solo aquellas personas de intelecto más fino pueden sentirse atraídos y pueden comprender este maravilloso concepto tan elevado que el Señor Chaitanya vino a entregar. Radhe Radhe.
So as Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, we should feel happy for even that soul that is trying to do something with in the church to try to worship God, even though if they have a lot of if they are neglecting a lot of things and right ways to worship the Lord, we at least feel happy that there is a hope. This soul is trying to look for the supreme reality and spirituality, and in one moment can be awakened to the supreme truth. And we also are very happy to see how the Supreme Lord, as was said in the dynamic kind of diversity, the sampradayas are open for accepting everyone, even not just one specific kind of point, but to accept the diversity. And as Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta said, just the more intellectual and detailed searchers of the truth will feel attracted to this movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you very much, Radhe Radhe. Okay. Thank you very much, Goswami Maharaj, for this beautiful detailed explanation. Thank you very much to all the assembled devotees. After almost 3 hours and a half, we will conclude this meeting of today, of this month of September, our 9th meeting continue of the World Vaishnava Association. Very happy to share with different Vaishnavas from all the world, trying always to do this service every time better, and to request you to continue coming, to continue doing the effort there for your mat, for your spiritual practice, to support the devotees that are preaching there, and to invite everyone to join these meetings and to take part of the Vina International, Vina Bengali, Vina Armenia, and many others in Spanish and everything in every language as possible. Thank you very much. Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna, Jai Shri
Hare
Radhe.
Krishna, Deva Prabhu.
Dandavat, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Haribol, Dandavat, Sat.
Hare Krishna.
Mandaba saludos a Harichandan desde Brindavan, que nos recibió muy lindo allá en el templo para la celebración de Bhaktivinoda Tacos. Jai Sri Radhe.
Hare Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you to our secretary,
Hare Krishna.
Tattwa Prabhu, that always for years helping with us. Vaishnava Acharyas. Radhe Shyam.